everyone, welcome to day 122 of 365. Just got back from the new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. We decided, you know what, let's do a movie review. I'm going to tell you right now, I do love the Freddy Krueger movies. They are by far my favorite horror movie of all of them. Better than Jason, than Michael, all of it. Freddy Krueger is my favorite. So much so that I actually made a Corey and Roger show out of a Freddy Krueger. Remember? Actually, if you guys want to check out my Freddy Krueger Corey and Roger show, I will put you a link down below. It's not the best. It's not the best at all, but I just messed around with it and we had some fun. So yeah. You can check it out if you want. Here's our review.
What did you think of the movie?
I thought it was good. I was actually very surprised because going in, I expected it to be horrible because everybody kept on saying that the remake was not good, that there was a few things that were not like the original. Of course, there shouldn't be because it's a remake. It shouldn't be like the original. But
right.
The first thing I seen, when Freddy first came on screen, his voice was very, like, the first thing I thought of, Batman from The Dark Knight. He sounded exactly like him. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if he's going to mumble and talk in a deep voice the whole time, it's going to ruin it for me.
But it was okay.
It ended up being okay, and while he was talking, he ended up being cool. Another problem with the Freddy, this Freddy, his face, they could have done so much better with the makeup.
It was ugly. It's not supposed to be pretty.
To be ugly, right. But it was not good. Like the original...
It did not look like Freddy at all. I mean, they could have done it a little bit close.
And they're supposed to make it look more like, you know, a burn victim. So I noticed something, again, relating to the Batman movies. I've seen Two-Face in The Dark Knight, and he has a little jaw structure going down in his half of his burnt face. They actually kind of have that in Freddy Krueger. If you really notice it, he has like a burn mark here that actually looks exactly like the Two-Face.
I think it's different because his skin was supposed to be melted there.
Right.
His skin,
I don't know. I just thought it was weird. But also,
I thought it looked kind of cool there.
The makeup, I think everything around was good, but like, what was with the eyes? Did you notice that, or was it just me? Like, his eyes was not good.
If you've ever seen a burn victim, that's about it. I mean, it's not like the actual Freddy Krueger where his nose is all normal, but it has like holes all in it, or like I don't know. You know,
I get it because it was like what, the 80s back in the day when they thought of a burn victim, and now I get the change. But all in all, I just think I don't like the new Freddy. The original Freddy was better.
Well, of course it's gonna be better. It's the original.
Duh.
But I honestly really like this movie.
I did too. Something I thought was very, very cool that they have not really done. I mean, they've done it, but not so in depth as they did in this one. They did an awesome backstory on Freddy Krueger.
They did. I didn't really understand it in the originals because it was just like, oh, they're having nightmares.
Right. They pointed out what he really was. But in this film, like, it actually really showed that he was a creeper. Like, he was a pedophile kind of thing. There was some kids in there that I'm just like, ugh, because they got to a point where they showed his being pedophile-y, you know, kind of ways. So he was more...
That was a bit creepy.
Yeah, he's more intense.
Yeah.
He's not funny. I mean, there's some puns that they'd throw in.
I thought it was kind of funny. I mean, it's not as funny as the original,
It's not as funny as the original. You're always going to compare the original, though. But
right.
Let's say this. I was not bored at all through the film. I was entertained. I was too.
I definitely give this a 9.
9? I give it an 8.
I would give it a 9, and that's really good for me. I really enjoyed the movie.
I also had a problem with the blonde chick.
I had no problem with her. I had a problem with the brown head chick. She was, like, boring.
She was pretty boring.
I thought she needed more emotion.
Yeah, because, like, it seemed like when she was, like, getting creeped out, even her screams were like, ah! And it's like, you don't sound scared.
No, she did on the bed.
Yeah, but the other times, she's like, ah! It's kind of like she got used to it. She's seen Freddy so many times, she's like, ah, this is normal. I don't know. Yeah. That's what it seemed like to me. It's pretty good, though. Her
Quentin friend, he reminded me a lot of Edward off of Twilight.
Yeah, so it made me want to throw up a couple times.
Yeah, just a little.
That I don't want to discuss right now because I'd rather take out my left eyeball and
stop it.
Squeeze it until the blood comes out.
Stop it.
Anyway,
I thought some of the blood areas were horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the kills were amazing.
No, the last one.
The last one was nothing.
That was horrible.
Because that was CGI'd up a lot.
That was gay.
That was a lot of CGI in it. And the last kill, which we're not going to tell you because we ruined the movie, but it was... It kind of looked like it was supposed to be in 3D. Because it like came up straight to the screen, but then it pulled out. It was weird. But all the other kills were pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I liked the kills in it.
I'm not surprised with any horror movies anymore. I'm really not. With jumps, I don't get scared with jump scares.
Yeah, there's a lot of jump scares.
There's quite a few, but I'm like, I expect it. One of the girls that got like killed by Freddy or whatever, and she's like, "Oh hell no!"
And she started freaking out. She started jumping up on her chair. She's like, "No, no!" And like she got scared.
She was like freaking
out. Half the people in the theater were laughing.
She was like getting up and she was ready to leave.
She was like
and then
walking
she came back.
Oh my gosh!
And then she was like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna deal with this." So she walks out of the theater, and everybody's like, throughout the movie, they're like, "Wow!" You know, it was crazy. That was hilarious.
There's a dude in there that his shirt gets all bloody because Freddy just killed it, and then it looked like he murdered this other chick, but that's not how it went. But this was like the stupidest thing ever. So he's running, right, from the cops, and he goes to this other girl's house, and he's telling the other girl what's going on. Well, then he's running out of the house, and he knows he's going to get arrested. He knows he looks bad, like there's blood all over. And what does he do? He just decides not to clean up at all. He decides not to take off the shirt.
All he has to do is take off the shirt and he look fine.
It's like, dude, really? Like, you know for a fact you're probably going to get arrested, and you decide just to sit by a tree and get freaked out.
I mean, if you guys watch the movie, you know what's going to happen.
Right, you'll get that.
We're not exactly
ruining anything.
We're not ruining it.
But if I somehow got framed or looked like I murdered somebody, I would pretty much try to clean stuff up. I mean, come on. Let us know what you think of the movie if you've seen it, the good, the bad, and if you totally disagree with us, tell us. But that is our review on it. Question: what is your favorite character? Not per se in a horror film, but favorite character in a movie. Like, who do you love to watch on film and can watch them over and over again? See you tomorrow!